What is going on, everybody? CJC presents WandA Workouts and Anime, and we of course are back with another video. Of course, Bandai, if you are watching this is what the fans need. Alright, so I made this video about a month ago, as you can see on this left here. Some of the things that I wanted outside of characters, of course, for the new update for One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, possibly coming at the end of this year or next year. Honestly, who knows at this point, right? We'll see when that announcement gets dropped. I do know that they had made an announcement for when the actual One Piece Day celebration will occur, so I will make a separate video kind of discussing that and my thoughts, and hopefully we get an announcement then. However, last time I did a video like this, it was when the voting initially started. I shared the characters I voted for, and I had you guys share who you voted for in the comment section below, and then I reacted to who everyone voted for. This time around, I kind of want to see what improvements you guys want to see for One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 in the new current gen update. Like I said, coming either later this year, early 2026, who knows? Right, because I do believe One Piece, the live action is coming in 2026, so perhaps this update also occurs in 2026. Who knows? But with that being said, I want to know what improvements, and holy shit, this is a long fucking comment. I want to know what improvements my commenters had to say. Like I said, I do videos like this every now and then. So let's take a look at what Fixia4357 has to say, because there is a lot to break down with this comment. So let's get into it. They say they want more of CP0 in general. Personally, all the characters in the poll should be playable. Starting off, I can't tell you how bad my beef is with this game. Like, I feel generally wronged by this damn game. Cosmetics is easy, but if they want to make a true profit, have new ultimates and skills be in the damn DLC, like, it's not rocket science, man. Hell, Sabo in this Coliseum outfit, you can't take off the fucking helmet, man. Like, come on. I agree. I did talk about having, and this was a while ago maybe, I think when I initially did like what would a Season Pass 2 or Season Pass 3 would look like. I think I did this like last year, maybe a year and a half ago. But something like this could be possible, right? Even if they want to incorporate like new ultimates, new special moves as DLC instead of just updating the character. I think it's a really awesome possibility and a good solution. And like you said, to incorporate more profit. And yeah, cosmetics are just an easy thing to incorporate. Not sure why they're not doing it this time around. Whereas I think Pirate Warriors 3, I believe the DLC was cosmetics off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But when I purchased the deluxe edition, because I got Pirate Warriors 4 first, then I got Pirate Warriors 3. And from purchasing the deluxe edition, from my understanding, that there was mostly DLC and stuff like that. So yeah, cosmetics are an easy fix. So let's see what else he has to say. Need the enemy spawn to be far bigger in the PS5 version. I think it depends on the mission, because sometimes, you know what? It's not as if the enemy spawn needs to be bigger. I think there needs to be a better frame rate, and hopefully that will adjust. Because when too many enemies do pop up, like I forget the mission off the top of my head, but in Special Log with the Roger side, I think it's like True Havoc or Wrecking Havoc or something along those lines. I think it's like 2 missions before you do the True Pirate Warrior King, where you have to beat as many enemies as you possibly can. When that mission starts to wind down a little bit, the frame rate drops drastically. So I don't think enemy spawn is an issue. I think having the frame rate actually adjust to the enemy spawn. So, you know, I'm assuming that'll be fixed, and hopefully with that we can get more enemies. Let's continue on to see what Fixia says. Need a kind of demo clip of what moves do what. You know what? That's a really good one. Hold on, wait a minute. That's a fantastic. I would not have thought of that. having a demo clip of some of the special moves that you're equipping. Some games, a lot of games do that actually. Shit, even One Piece World Seeker does that. Like, you actually get to see what moves are being worked on. So that's a really good one. I like that one. Maybe introducing modifiers like bosses won't die unless you hit them once you get like 1,000 hits on them. Plus, let's see what else he has to say. Certain effect on them. Make the game more unique, like a 1 HP run or enemies attack faster, etc. I think having unique runs would be more interesting. I don't know about the 1,000 hits, because if you guys played the Coliseum, sometimes getting a 40 hit combo is fucking difficult, right? There are only so many times you could dash at them before your combo ends. Would love to see Pudding in the game. I mean, she is in the game. Like, do you want her playable? I'm very confused by this part of the comment here, of having Pudding playable. Pudding's in the game. Like, she even has like side quests in the game, of you like having to fight Sanji, and then like once you win, you kind of quote unquote get her on your side, so to speak, or whoever it is. Yeah, no, like, she's in the game, so I'm very confused by this comment. I don't know if anyone responded to this or not, but very confused. She's in the game, so like I don't know if you want Pudding playable. Yeah, very confused. Anywho, if I have the fucking materials to clear a page of the level up, so okay, so the whole page. Well, I think what they did better now, which is really good, is that you can just do a batch upgrade for an individual thing, like a skill tree, leveling up their ultimates and stuff like that, or their health. I really like the batch upgrade. I do think it makes sense for the entire page. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense, but I do like the batch upgrade incorporation that they put in the game since putting in soul maps. So that's been a plus. I have to admit, that's been a real plus. But I definitely see what you mean. I understand your frustration. Allow me to play all the DLC quests with friends. Yeah, this is a big one. I talked about this in my most recent video last Monday with the split screen gameplay. Or whoa, split screen gameplay. I think I meant to say compilation for some reason, but I don't know why. Yeah, this is a big one. So hopefully with the new current gen update, they don't forego the split screen or the multiplayer sections. That is a big thing that I would love to still be incorporated. The fact that the True Pirate Warrior King, look, that shit is fucking difficult on its own. Shout out to, I think Varied Geek is the channel, where, I mean, he did that challenge where, like, playing with every single character. I think he played as Beige, taking on that challenge. I don't know if he succeeded, but yeah, I mean, it would be fun to play as different characters, along with your friends, to tackle on the most difficult mission by far. But I agree. I mean, Kobe's Combat Chronicle, I think, is a little difficult to incorporate split screen, especially considering the fact that you can't even change characters for that. So, you know, that would be a little difficult. They have to adjust that at least. And then Yamato's Adventures, they can definitely do split screen or multiplayer. So I definitely see what you mean, though, for sure. Scaling online so people don't one-shot and ruin the damn fun. Again, I think that just comes with leveling up, like level modulation for the missions and stuff like that. So, you know, it's really hard to scale online until they incorporate some of these other things. I see what you mean, though, because, you know, something I commented last video where I'm like, you know, I don't want to just breeze through the mission, because I could easily do so, but I want to be sure my friend Brandon has enough fun playing as well. So I'm like, hey, like, you do your stuff, you know, I'll just fuck around over here, you know. So I think that's key. So hopefully, like I said, like, level modulation is something that they incorporate. Okay, so his most requested thing ever is unique skills for individual characters to make them better, like Boa being able to stone faster, her damage increase, or Usopp's signature abilities or star attacks increase in power or effect over a certain number of hits or over time, as well as making in-combo moves 1-star supers. Because this game's supers are type ass, and I wish I had to do more within combos. Like, why isn't Red Hawk or Elephant Gun 1-star supers? Yeah, I think this is a really good, I at least like this last part. I'm not sure about these two because it's kind of like there are skills, instead of like unique skills for individual characters, there are skills in general you can equip, right? Like, I think Great Pirate's Air, to make enemies more vulnerable, so you can make enemies, stone a lot faster. Like, you can. And the same thing with Usopp's thing. Like, there are technique type skills to make things a lot stronger. But what I do agree with is not having more supers. Like, I think Red Hawk should be its own super instead of being part of a combo. The fact that post time skip Luffy doesn't have any gear 3rd hockey moves and just regular gear 3rd moves that he carries over pre-time skip is a bit fucking embarrassing. Like, the fact that gear post time skip Luffy has Elephant Gatling as a part of his combo move, Elephant Magnum Gun, if I'm saying that correctly, as part of his combo moves. So the fact that they aren't supers is super disappointing, so I 100% agree with this here. Same thing with the other moves too, like bad manners and things of that nature. I definitely agree. And to finish off, let's see what Fixia has left to say. I'm so effing worried because I feel they will do nothing. You're not wrong. You're 100% wrong, Bandai. If you're watching this right now, I mean, these are a lot of great recommendations. Some I don't agree with necessarily, but there are a lot of great recommendations here. I mean, this alone, Fixia, I feel like would essentially fix the game and generate more financials towards Bandai and Koei Tecmo. So I definitely agree with you here. Some things I don't, but yeah, this needs to do well. 100% this needs to do well. So Fixia, thank you so much for commenting, and I appreciate that. And hopefully you respond to this video as well, and we can chat more about some of the things you agree, disagree, so on and so forth. Oh, also, I didn't comment on this in general. I want more CP0. I 100% agree. I think it's really weird that Kaku was a character you could vote for, and there's no indication that they're going to update Lucci. So I do have speculation as to what Season Pass 3 can actually look like, and there are some possibilities. So the fact that Kaku is a votable character, does that include his awakened fruit from Egghead that we just saw? If that's the case, then very, very likely we are in tune for an updated Lucci. So, I mean, we'll see from that. But moving on, we are going to check out 96 Monte Carlo. First off, as always, Monte Carlo, thank you so much for your subscription. And love the PFP. Love me some Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. But let's see what they have to say. Oh, first off, let me just... That's how you know I acknowledge it. Let's take a look at what he has to say. Yeah, aside from King and the 3 movie characters, Bullet, Zephyr, and Shiki, I want... Oh, the characters he wants. I would love more stages. We'll love to see stages from PW3 return, such as Shellstown, Orangetown, Syrup Village, Baratier, Orlong Park, Logetown, Drum Island, Jaya, Skypea, Thriller Bark, Impel Down, Fishman Island, and Punk Hazard. They would bring more variety. And I 100% agree with you. I think there are just, off the top of my head, like 6 stages, like 6 different maps, but each map has like, or each island has like 3 maps each, if that makes sense. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, Ennis Island, or Ennis Lobby, excuse me, has like 3 different maps. Water 7 has 1 map. Let's see what else. Wano has a few maps, I think 3 to 4, including Onigashima. Whole Cake Island has the outside and inside of the castle. I think just 2 maps for Whole Cake Island, if I'm not mistaken. But no, 3, right? So there's inside Big Mom's castle, there's the Mirror World, which a mission that's rarely played. I think only in East Blue is that mission accessible. And then of course all of the outdoor of Whole Cake Island. And then there is Marine Ford, which I believe has like 3 maps each. So there is variety, but like in a very cheap way. So I 100% agree with what you're saying here. For sure, Impel Down should have been in the game. That's not even a debate. Impel Down 100% should have been in the game. Drum Island, not so sure. Skypiea, I love Skypiea. The map in PW3 was a bit confusing, so if they bring NL back in this game, then we definitely gotta get a Skypiea for sure. Thorough Bark was really fun. I had a lot of enjoyment with that map. And the same with Punk Hazard as well. At least the outdoor Punk Hazard, not just inside the lab. So maybe we get like a little bit of both, right? Where, we have the heat side, the ice side, and then we have like a section where we have to go inside the lab, and maybe they fit all that into one map. I think it'll be awesome to see. So we'll kind of see what they do, right? Moving on to what Monte Carlo said. And like I said in the last video, most of the movie villains become playable. You can include some of those floating islands. Yes, 100%. Look, maps is the biggest thing that needs to be added. Like I was saying a couple minutes ago, yeah, like it's great that, each island has like 3 to 4 maps each, which if my math serves correctly is like 18 to 20 maps in total, around that range. But it doesn't change the fact that these islands aren't that different. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree. We need variety, 100%. Especially with the Strong World, I would love to see that the castle and, like he was saying, the floating island and stuff like that. Like there are so many things that you can do and incorporate in a new map. So hopefully Bandai, if you're listening to this right now, Bandai, if you're watching this, then please incorporate new maps. Moving on to see what he says. I obviously agree with cosmetics as well as PW3. Actually gave a variety of costumes. 100% agree. And moving on. It's weird that Roger, Garp, and Rayleigh all look younger, but you can only play as old Newgate. Burning Blood even has young Whitebeard. Agree. I mean, young Whitebeard should be in this game. I think a few videos ago, you actually saw a mod showcase of some of the different mods, and then they had a young Whitebeard with hockey, which honestly the best mod I've ever seen for this game. So I would love to see a young Whitebeard. So just more cosmetics overall. As far as the modes, I would love to definitely have even more of them. Perhaps I could bring back Nightmare Log. Agree. I think I've clocked in more hours in PW3 than PW4 just because of Nightmare Log, and Nightmare Log alone is something that players can continuously go back to and make it more fun. So we'd love to see them incorporate that, but we'll take a look if they do. A story expansion pack. Xenoverse 2 has a lot via DLC. We'll love to see if movie OP or One Piece movies become additional arcs. I think that would be awesome to see that, right? Like if Shiki gets one, then we actually get to play as pre-time skip characters again. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember the last time I played pre-time skip characters. I think probably since I did it for the tier list video, and then before that was just for the story, right? So it is crazy to think about, so perhaps it'll incentivize those players to play as pre-time skip once again. The last Sparking Zero trailer, I think he's talking about the movie pack, so we'll have to see if they do something like that. I 100% agree with you, Monte Carlo. Big emphasis on the movie villains, by the way, in your comment. I would also love movie villains included. So it's more so just supporting movie villains. Yeah, so just characters having unique dialogue with each other. And don't need to apologize for it to be an essay, although a lot of supporting evidence for the characters that you want, right? Specifically the movie characters. So 100% I agree with you here. I would love to see the movie characters. I have my thoughts again on Season 3, so maybe in like a video, maybe later next week or next Monday, because I think I'm trying to follow a Monday schedule from now on. Perhaps we will possibly see some more characters in DLC or Season Pass 3. Moving on, but thank you again, Monte Carlo. I appreciate your comment. Next up, we have BubsUrUncle. Cool. They also need to make sky types stay to the ground when levitating. It's so annoying. Every time they go higher and higher in the sky, you can't control combos. 100% agree with you, my friend. Funny enough, Brandon, shout out to him again if he's watching this. Last week when we did the split screen video, a few gameplays before that, before we started recording, he was playing as Kizaru, and that was one of the things he was like, why can't I go any lower? Where you have to literally stop what you're doing immediately just to go lower, which is definitely very annoying. So I 100% agree with your frustration. There needs to be something done, especially with like Gear 5 Luffy, where like I can't fucking hit anyone until like I drop myself down. So, you know, I've been staying away from Gear 5 Luffy just because of that. Still very fun to play, but just the annoyance of having to play a sky type where you're constantly going up, and you have to like monitor where you are on the map. It is a bit tedious, I'm not gonna lie, so I 100% agree with your frustration. Next up, Cheese Too Risky, aka I think it's like Little Pro if I'm not mistaken. I've seen some of your videos, so shout out to you if you are actually watching this right now. I agree on this take on increased difficulty. However, I don't think it's difficulty itself. It's the characters we're playing with and upgrading are too overpowered. They need to bring in Nightmare Log like PW3, which will make and bring back more players, even if they have to recycle the same levels. I agree. I would love a Nightmare Log version, and you know, like you are saying, that we are powerful, right? Where like now characters are tempted to play as beige. I'm not gonna play as beige. Or fuck Bartholomew. Fuck Bartholomew, dude. Fuck Bartholomew. There ain't no fucking way I'm ever gonna play as Bartholomew. But they did level the playing field with increasing essentially everyone's power level. Best way to put it, right? Everyone's hockey. Yeah, I agree here. I think a new mode, a new difficulty mode is just a lot easier. Instead of kind of like powering the characters down in a sense. But incorporating some sort of, like you're saying, a new mode or something like that that increases difficulty over time, outside of having to deal with the dreaded Kobe's Combat Chronicle until like post level 50 is really where the challenge lies in that, and you can't really change characters, so it is a bit tedious when it comes to that. So 100% agree with you. And the same thing with the True Pirate Warriors, right? True Pirate Warrior King, or whatever that stage is called, the most difficult one. That's probably the difficult mission that people have to consistently go back to. And hey, for some people, they can't even make it past freaking Ace, Marco, and Whitebeard. So, you know, there's that. With your second comment, they should also give us the option to use our bells that we gain to buy cosmetics and stuff in the game. I think that'd be nice as well. Like in Sparking Zero, you can buy music. You can buy the outfits and stuff like that. So I would love to see something like this, because after a certain point with your belly, I mean, once you maxed out all the characters, it's kind of like, okay, like what the fuck do I do with all this money now, you know? So I think incentivizing players to utilize it outside of upgrading characters, I think would be really nice. So thank you so much, Cheese Too Risky, really appreciate it. And if you are watching this video, shout out to your content. Split screen content. And last but not least, we have Seagram 4047. Finding multiplayer matches needs to be like Xenoverse lobbies, where you can make a team and play multiple / any mission you want without having to remake the teams after every mission. Higher difficulty isn't a must. Every mission in Treasure Log should be at least level 25 and go up even further the deeper in the Grand Line you go. I 100% agree with this. If you guys saw my video where I was plowing through East Blue as Hybrid Kaido, you guys can see how fucking easy that was for me. Very difficult. I 100% agree. I mean, there are some cool mission ideas in East Blue, right? Like, you know, teaming up with Smoker to go up against the Straw Hat Pirates. Like, there's so many cool things that you could possibly do. So 100% agree with you, my friend, that they need to incorporate higher difficulty levels. Same thing with the multiplayer matches. I haven't played multiplayer in a very long time. Very long time. I think when there was, actually, no, I think like when the game first came out, like maybe like a year after, I think, probably a year after, like February, what was that, 21? March 21, roughly, is when I really got into the game. Playing online, and I think there was like a Discord server, but it got like really weird because people were posting like ecchi stuff for some reason. But no, I mean, it's Discord. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, I 100% agree with you, and honestly, I agree with a lot of the comments here. So hopefully, Bandai, you're listening to what the fans say. There's only a few fans here, but what they had to say is very impactful. So hopefully these changes can be implemented. Would love to see them. If you guys want to see what I had said about changes I want to see, then definitely check out the video. I think it's going to be a card or like popping up at this point. So definitely check that out when you get the chance. Later this week, we're going to talk about One Piece Day actually being announced. And then, of course, we are going to incorporate some more fitness stuff because I think the last time I did that was a while ago. So be on the lookouts for that. And with that being said, I will see you in the comment section below, my friends. And, of course, in the next video. Alright, peace.